power, using the Justice Department to seek vengeance, monitoring women's pregnancies, cutting Medicare and Social Security. Those are Donald Trump's plans. He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, 2 Nigerian men are sentenced for their role in the death of Marquette native Jordan DeMay, who died by suicide following a sextortion scheme. We're live at the courthouse with the details. Plus, Michigan State Police are updating their resources when it comes to emergency situations for Michigan schools. And Bark River Harris students are back in the classroom. We hear from their new principal about new changes this year. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
It's been off and on showers all day today, and it's still coming down right now. Air, how long can we expect it to continue?
Oh, my friends, it depends where you live, right? We've got some showers continuing this evening. I'll break it down for you after the break, as we've got some clearer skies. Looking forward to that down there in Manistee starting around 9 p.m. as far as precipitation goes. Here's a look at what we've been seeing the past couple of hours. Most of that rain is hanging out over on the east side there, but again, we'll time out when it could be in your area, as well as our comfort levels with these changing temperatures.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Breaking news, our top story tonight. 2 Nigerian men linked to the suicide of a Marquette teen over 2 years ago are sentenced to prison. Samuel and Samson Ogoshi pleaded guilty in April to conspiring to sexually exploit teen boys in Michigan. Our John Truitt joins us live from outside the U.S. District Court in Marquette, where the Ogoshis were sentenced today. John, hello.
That's right, Kevin. They were sentenced today to a long prison sentence for both. The sentences were virtually identical for both brothers. It's taken 2 years to get to this point, but a lot of people were amazed it got this far.
Samuel and Samson Ogoshi were each sentenced to 210 months in prison for the crime of sextortion that led to the death of 17-year-old Marquette teen Jordan DeMay. Upon release, they will also be placed on 5 years of supervision. The Ogoshi brothers pled guilty to conspiring to sexually exploit a minor, a crime that could have gotten the Nigerians 30 years in prison. Jordan DeMay took his own life after exchanging explicit photographs with the Ogoshis under false pretenses. The Ogoshi brothers then threatened to distribute to Jordan's friends and family nude photos of DeMay unless he paid them $1,000. Eventually, Jordan paid them $300, but the exploitation kept going, leading to a pressured and terrified DeMay to take his own life. U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Mark Totten, explains the magnitude of this case.
In the case of Jordan DeMay, we know that the 2 defendants that were sentenced today, Samuel and Samson Ogoshi, were part of a scheme that even encouraged Jordan DeMay to take his life when he could no longer give them money.
Jennifer Buda, Jordan's mother, spoke after the sentencing.
At the end of the day, someone is being held accountable for what they did to Jordan. And while no sentence that could have been given out today will bring him back, it does give some justice.
John DeMay, Jordan's father, is on a campaign to educate families about the dangers facing kids on the internet.
We're going to keep pressing forward and help kids and parents and families and schools and law enforcement understand this impact, understand this crime and the impact that it has on people, how to better process these things when they do happen, how to formulate ways to prevent it from happening.
Marquette County Sheriff Greg Zybert sees the sentencing as a monumental victory with worldwide implications.
And sending out that message to people all over the world that, yes, we will come and get you.
And come and get you, they did. It's taken 2 years, but the investigation is not over. Totten does go on to say that there is one more co-conspirator still to be brought to justice, and that's ongoing. They did make one request of the court. They requested to be incarcerated together. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, John. And we should say that that request has not yet been approved. And the Michigan State Police's Office of School Safety is updating resources for emergency operation planning. K through 12 schools are required to update their emergency operation plans every 2 years. They will now have a new resource guide from the state for the first time since 2014. The documents were compiled with help from emergency managers, mental health professionals, law enforcement, and school personnel to help ensure Michigan public schools have practiced and updated plans in place.
We're really hoping that schools find the resources both accessible and useful, because what we know in school safety is it's not one thing we do or two things we do, it's a series of things we do.
Tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more on what those resource updates mean for schools in Michigan. And class is back in session for students at Bark River Harris Schools. Our Lily Simmons spoke with the new principal about exciting developments this year and his hopes for the future.
When I was a teacher here, I really enjoyed the school atmosphere. I felt like I could help the school even more if I stepped into administration.
In his third year at Bark River Harris, Caleb Adams is now junior and senior high school principal. He's already begun implementing fresh ideas from his student teaching years, like a virtual hall pass system.
You can see, there's 3 kids already using the high school bathroom. It reduces our hallway traffic, our bathroom traffic. We're a growing school with still a Class D building, so this is one of the applications that's really starting to help out.
Several new developments are on the athletic side.
We have a freshman volleyball team this year. Our big gym floor got redone for the first time in 11 years. Our football locker room floor was redone. We added an addition onto our football practice field. That will really help our game field conditions as well.
While the school is still looking to fill a few track, coaching, and assistant positions, Adams says the academic staff is strong this year.
We got some new additions. We got a new student success coordinator. We have teachers that I had both as a student and worked with the last few years that are still here. And one of the reasons why I wanted to move into the principal job was because I knew I would be working with a fantastic staff. We have one of the best in the ISD.
Looking forward, Adams wants to continue energizing the halls of Bark River Harris with exciting ideas that benefit students athletically, academically, and personally.
I'm working with the student council on bringing in some more programs like a winter homecoming type thing, like snow coming, some incentives for like behavior. Make sure we're celebrating those students that are here every day doing the right thing. I'm excited for the school year, and it's a great day to be a Bronco.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Harris.
Michigan's Secretary of State is focused on getting young voters registered ahead of the November election. Secretary Benson spoke with officials in Lansing today as part of her tour around the state. She heard about efforts to get in touch with eligible voters between the ages of 18 to 29. Benson says her office has been working with clerks in all 15 counties in the UP and with universities and community organizations to reach voters. Her goal is to meet people where they are to encourage as much engagement at the polls as possible.
It's really important to us to meet people where they are and hear from young people directly, so that no matter who they choose to vote for, they have all the tools they need to participate.
We have more from those roundtable discussions and more voter information on our website and our mobile news app. And your first morning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Plus, the volleyball season kicks off tomorrow for Northern Michigan University. Mike Ludlum will have a preview. We're back after this.
I'm Madeline Matlock. I'm a lawyer just like the TV show. Butterscotch? She's a freaking genius.
You have a plan to get him to talk to you?
We sure do.
Do we have a plan?
Not yet. That's something I can work with.
Matlock, special sneak peek premiere September 22nd on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
The UP's show for family fun. Join me for Pictionary here on WZMQ TV 19.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Shunk's big Labor Day recliner sale. Over 200 recliners in stock, and everyone's on sale for this big event. We have a large selection of leather recliners, over 25 different styles to choose from. This leather rocker recliner is just $6.99, and you get a free blanket for those cold winter nights. Our selection of fabric recliners are even greater. All the latest styles, sizes, and colors are here, and the recliners start at just $2.79. And we have a large selection of power and power lift recliners for you to try. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
Oh my goodness, it definitely has started to feel a lot more like fall. Our comfort levels, we are going to be seeing some toasty temperatures, but not until late this weekend and more likely next week, where we could actually be in that steamy category, at least the bottom part of it. We're in that super chill, pleasant situation, especially the next 24, 48 hours. Let's take a look for our next 24 hours as we get further into our Thursday night as well as Friday morning. It's going to be a little bit brisk, crisp, and cool. We'll be cool and dry as far as that goes. So definitely layer up as we get into the end of our work week. Here's a look at those temperatures. We'll be in the 50s primarily, upper 50s there for Annistique, Iron Mountain. Saturday, we'll see a little bit of a change, bump up there. And then Sunday, those 70s are coming back. Get your disco balls out. And then looking ahead at Monday, we do have some warmer temperatures for Iron Mountain on that brink of 80 degrees there, around 82. We'll see some more warmth there on Tuesday, and that is going to continue into next week. But for the meantime, definitely prepare yourself for that change. We're going into fall. This evening, we've got lows in the 40s. We've talked about that. Those gusty winds are sticking with us. And then we have lake effect rain. I know we're all used to hearing about lake effect snow. So basically that warm water air rises, that moisture rises, and it's mixing with that cold air that's coming across, and that's how we get, boom, clouds and rain showers. So we'll expect that to continue into our Friday, mostly cloudy skies. As far as those thunderstorms though, for now, we're just expecting those rain showers kind of hanging out over Lake Superior, especially those central locations. So you could see some raindrops on your commute this evening as well as tomorrow. Saturday, we'll have some cloud coverage, and then we'll be clearing up for a little bit there midday into the early evening hours, especially here in Marquette. Now, speaking of sky and what's going on for September, well, all month you've got Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter and Mars teaming up in the sky, where you can see them at different points in the evening or before sunrise. So just take note of that. Get that telescope all ready to go. And then Saturday, the 14th of the month, it's International Observe the Moon Night. That's literally what NASA is calling it. So if you're interested in that, you can get more details there at their website. And then we've got that full super moon coming up on the 17th. So if your dog is acting strange or your humans are acting strange, that could be a reason why. Right now we've got temperatures a little bit chilly out there. As far as Marquette goes, around 57 degrees. We do have some mist. And again, those breezes are hanging out as we get further into our weekend. A little bit of rain showers over here on that eastern corner, but we will see things slow down for the western locations. We've got gusts on Saturday around 25 miles an hour, but for now, we're expecting mostly sunny skies.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Coming up this weekend, Art on the Mountain returns to the Marquette Mountain Resort. Tonight on Insights, we're talking with the general manager about what we can expect this year. That's coming up after the break.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
We are here, around the clock, in all weather. This isn't a job, it's a symphony. Mending hope, stocking the shelf, and being distant when we need to be, understanding feelings. We don't have all the answers, but we're always present. You're home away from home in medical crisis, and your support brings warmth and comfort to families in need. Please donate today and help us make it home.
The showdown in Chicago. The Democrats selected their ticket. One station brought you local coverage from the Democratic Convention.
We are lucky to have someone like Kamala Harris at the top of our ticket.
Unmatched, unbiased team coverage you can count on.
Michigan is the center of the political universe.
Next, the November election decides who will lead America, and we're with you every step of the way. WZMQ 19 News.
At the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, this is why we walk. This is why we walk. They're why we walk. And you know what? This is why we walk too. We walk in the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's because we're getting closer to beating this disease. But to get there, we need you. Join us. Hey!
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. This weekend, Marquette Mountain Resort is getting ready for fall with an annual festival. It's the 4th annual Art on the Mountain, featuring local artists. And joining us tonight is Marquette Mountain's General Manager, Kate Johnson. Kate, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And so, tell me what we can expect this year.
Sure. So it's our 4th annual. It's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 5. We have over 30 artists and vendors that will be there all day. We'll have live music both days from 2 to 5. The T-Bar will be open with food. We'll have outdoor concessions and bar. The lifts will also be running for the bike park, so if anybody wants a lift ride and hike down, they can do that and start to see some of the colors. Some of the colors are changing already.
A lot of people probably don't want to hear that.
No, it's not. I have my vest on today. It's the first time I wore a vest this year or this summer. But so yeah, it's something we really look forward to. We have a lot of feedback from the artists and people who attend that it's something, it's one of the last art festivals before the holidays begin. So it's really enjoyable.
Absolutely. So what kind of art are we talking here?
There's painters, acrylic and oil and water. There's jewelry, there's pottery, there's woodworking. There's just so many different things.
Mm-hmm. So you said 30 artists?
Yeah, it's about between 30 artists and vendors. Hot plate pottery will also be there. So people can come out and create some of their own art. And then we'll have a face painter there for kids.
All right,
yeah.
Good deal.
So
deal.
good family fun. The disc golf course will be open. The volleyball courts will be open if, cross fingers the weather's good and people can play volleyball too.
Yeah, let's hope so. That sounds great. Can you tell me how this kind of got started?
Sure. I believe it's 4 years ago when we were still dealing with COVID and all of that, and Art on the Rocks got canceled. And so restrictions were lifted a bit, and so it was a partnership between Art on the Rocks and their associations and Marquette Mountain that we did Art on the Mountain that year. And then it was so popular, we've just continued it.
What do you think it is about Art on the Mountain that makes it so popular?
Well, I think this area loves art, right?
I have come to find that out.
Yeah, this area loves art. We love creativity. We have vendors inside and outside, so outdoors and indoors. And it's a way to see our local artists. We also have people coming in from out of town.
Okay. How far are they coming from?
I can't. I know downstate. We have some lower Michigan artists coming in.
All right, sounds good. So is there anything else we can look forward to when it comes to Art on the Mountain this weekend?
It's good family fun. It's we have some of our own sculptures and everything, so we can point people to see those. A lift ride, you can see our Tin Man. Right now the moose is down at the bottom. Iron Giant is at the bottom. So it's just it's a lot of fun.
Good deal. So if anyone who's interested in going, where can they find more information?
Sure. Our website, we have information on our website. If they scroll down to the bottom, there's information there in a blog. And then, of course, our social channels, Facebook and Instagram. We've been posting all summer about it, listing our artists and everything.
All right, excellent. Kate, thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming in today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And tomorrow on Insights, we speak to the Executive Director of the Superior Health Foundation about its 13th annual gala coming up in about 3 weeks. That conversation is tomorrow right here on 19 News Insights. And coming up next on your 19 News, tonight the NMU football team looks to bounce back following their first loss of the season last week. Mike will give us a preview. But first, here's your Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. United Way of Marquette County is looking for volunteers to sell 50/50 raffle tickets on hockey night, September 13th. They can either work in teams of 2 or sign up as an individual and be partnered with another volunteer. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, our election coverage continues. Tonight we break down Donald Trump's new economic policy proposals, including cutting the corporate tax rate and slashing regulations to boost energy production. Plus, what we know about the position that Trump offered Elon Musk. That and more on tonight's CBS Evening News.
My son ran away from home.
My wife hasn't called.
My sister is missing. Can you help me?
It is what I do.
It's been nearly 2 days.
She could still be alive.
All right, let's do this. That's what you do, isn't it? Find missing people?
Sounds cool. It is cool, actually.
Be careful.
You weren't worried about me, were you?
This much.
Yep.
That's all you get.
Tracker returns October 13th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're gonna have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
She's very frank.
You should never start anything you're not prepared to finish.
Compassionate.
I see a family that still loves each other, and I'm glad to see it.
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
On the next edition of Comics Unleashed, with your host, Byron Allen. As 5 of the most hilarious comics take it to the edge every night, and nothing is off limits.
That's what I learned in any relationship. Communication is the most important thing. Yeah. The more you can avoid it, the better you'll do. Just avoid it altogether.
Comics Unleashed.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU football Wildcats are in Owensboro, Kentucky for their second game of the season tonight. This one's against Kentucky Wesleyan. The Panthers were 4-7 a year ago and doubled their win total from 2022. NMU head coach Shane Richardson says the Panthers will be good, but the Wildcats might have a slight advantage in one department.
I actually, at my former place that I coached at, I played them twice. I was able to coach against them twice, and you know, they're going to be athletic. I think they're going to be a team that they've got some pride. They put some players in the NFL. It's going to be their game one, and so you know, I look forward to our guys, you know, being able to put behind them the first game jitters. You know, now they can settle in a little bit more. Of course, we have to, you know, overcome the road trip, and I think if our guys can handle that well, we got a chance to go in there, and they're going to be competitive, but I think we can really put up a good fight.
Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock Eastern Time. To the scoreboard, Michigan Tech is in a whole heap of trouble in the first quarter against South Dakota Mines. The Hard Rockers went 6 plays and 79 yards and scored on a 33-yard touchdown pass. Michigan Tech went 1-2-3 kick, and the Hard Rockers are back in the end zone again. So Tech trails 13-0. That game still in the first quarter. The NMU volleyball team opens its season tomorrow at the Minnesota State Tournament. Head coach Mike Lozier's team will have 2 matches Friday and 2 more on Saturday. The Wildcats struggled last season, finishing 12-18 and 9-9 in the GLIAC. But Lozier says if his top 2 players can play well, the rest of the team will follow.
The bottom of our conference is really raised. So the historical teams that have ended up near the bottom, Lake State, Purdue Northwest, especially, they have really found a way to improve their program. So we're going to have to be ready for that test every night. But that's also what makes our conference fun, is you have to show up every night. I think we have the talent, especially with the 2 fifth-year seniors and Jackie Smith and Megan Meyer to help lead us kind of to that next level. Jackie is, on pace to break the all-time kills record here at Northern. Megan has been a leader in terms of hitting percentage, not only on our team, but in the conference pretty regularly. And so having those kind of 2 pillars to our offense really is going to help.
The Wildcats should get 2 wins tomorrow over Minnesota State Moorhead and Truman State. Both those teams really had rough seasons last year. Michigan Tech volleyball travels to Golden, Colorado for the Classic at Colorado Mines. Tech also has 2 matches on Friday and 2 on Saturday. Green Bay Packers and Philadelphia Eagles are in Brazil for the Eagles home opener tomorrow night. Green Bay head coach Matt LaFleur says there's been only one problem so far with the contest.
The only negative was a long flight. I mean, that's kind of out of the norm for us, but I would say since, we've only been here a short time, but the food, the people, everybody's been A+. So it's been a positive experience for us, and we're looking forward to it tomorrow. Hopefully all our Brazilian fans will show up tomorrow and be cheering on the green and gold, and hopefully it's a home field advantage for us.
It's just really, we're here to do it, to do our job at our best of our abilities and play a football game and win a football game, and that's our only mission, that's our only goal.
Kickoff from Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo tomorrow is 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central Time, and the game is only on Peacock, not CBS, not NBC, not ABC, not ESPN. And the NFL season begins tonight as Kansas City visits Baltimore. And in soccer today, the NMU men defeated Northwood 1-0, so their season is off to a good start, Kevin.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. And quite a bit of rain came down today, but is that all we're getting? Air lets us know what to expect for our night hours in the Outlook after the break.
Got real serious for a moment. Okay.
What's with the what? What?
Pictionary. Play along from home.
Paddle of nunchucks.
No! With a chance to win.
This is unfair. No one knew that Colton was prolific in nunchucks.
5 days a week.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
The state of America.
Wow.
One state at a time.
Has the meaning of home changed for you?
I believe in our country, and I want to serve it.
Eye on America. Weeknights on the CBS Evening News.
Here's a few things I believe. Middle-class families, like the one I grew up in, they want common sense solutions. You want lower prices and lower taxes. I believe you want to just not get by, but you want to get ahead. We must create an opportunity economy where everyone has a chance to get a car loan, buy a home, start a business. But most of all, that instead of being focused on the politics of the past, we need to be thinking about the future. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
It's hilarious. Hidden camera. Hijinks. The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Some cool temperatures this evening. We are going to be dropping down even cooler than what we've got right now. Say goodbye to those 60s, 50s. Most of us will, well, I should say we'll be in those lower 50s, but we could see 40s tonight, especially on that interior. And then your 906 day tomorrow, it's looking a little bit cloudy. We've got chances of showers and those winds still blowing around 20, 25, 30 mile an hour gusts.
All right, thank you, Air. And a Marquette Animal Shelter is soon hosting a community fundraiser. UPAWS is holding a community spaghetti dinner for the shelter on September 15th. The community members can purchase tickets that include a spaghetti dinner with the option of meatballs, garlic bread, and the side, plus multiple dessert options. Tickets can be purchased online for $10 or at the door for $12. It costs $5 for children 5 years old or younger. Money raised goes towards the shelter's community spay and neuter program.
Generate money for our community spay and neuter program. So we have a program that helps Marquette residents, Marquette County residents, that are low income. So if they can't necessarily afford it, we try to help in that respect of helping to pay for the spaying and neutering.
The spaghetti dinner is September 15th from 11 to 1 in the shelter's common room. And that's all we have for now, but we'll have more for you later tonight. See you then.